G'day. Sorry about that. Just had to do something, but now I'm back. How are we all? Well, I hope. Well. Happy Easter to everybody that celebrates Easter. If you don't, happy Saturday, I suppose. Yes, it has been a little while since I've done a live stream, but I have been a little bit busy. It has been a very, very good 2019 PBA season. If you've been watching on Fox Sports, you would have seen me capture the TOC earlier in February for my 10th major, the Chameleon Championship for my 20th title, and then to wrap it all up, the 21st PBA title, the 11th major, the World Championship against Jacob Buttroff. I probably don't need to have my reminders set up. But if you've been watching, it has been a very, very good season. So thank you to everybody that has reached out to me to support me, to congratulate me, to just wish me well. It really, really means a lot. Thank you very, very much. We've got people from all over the world tuning in today, which is awesome. We have, Jeff Peterson says, "G'day, mate," from Tennessee. We have Walter Sigana from Alaska. We have Frank Russell says, "Hi from KC." Who else have we got here? We've got Valerie Scheller says, "Hello from Virginia." Hello, guys. Andrew Rogan, yes, haven't heard from you in a little while, Jason. I remember you commented on my Twitter 2 years ago. Okay, well, I'm sure it was a very thoughtful reply of mine. But yes, I haven't been on live feeds for a little while, except yesterday. If you're following my Instagram page, you would have seen that Hugo and I bowled our very first doubles tournament together. It was a raging success. We didn't win, but we did come second. So that's a win for me. It was the most fun I'd ever had coming second. It was so cute to bowl with him, and I'm really looking forward to the next time. Now, like we have been promoting, we have a few things going on today with Bowling by Jason Belmonte. The first being this week we have a new challenge. It's actually more of a contest, and it was a win streak contest. So at the end of this live stream, I will announce the top 10 players who have the most win streaks this week. They will be getting an Easter pack in the game. And I think it's 10. Are we doing more than 10? Let me find out. No, top 10, which is cool. So those players will get a Easter pack. And anyone who beats me today will get an Easter pack. So without further ado, maybe I should just get into it. Now, it's been a while since I've actually played the game. So today, I always say this, but today's not going to be a good day. But I'm going to try it. So we're going to start off with maybe, we'll go a little Great Wall to start us off with. Just because I need to, loosen up. Now, remember the rules. If which Landon Moore has used his Facebook account, so he and I will be dueling off. Let's use a physics today. What do we got here? Well, we might need to change some of these parameters really quickly. As you can see, it's been a while since I've played it, so I've changed some of these parameters. Oh, it's a good guess. High flush to start with. Now, if Landon beats me, he'll get a Easter pack, which has a bunch of goodies in there. I actually haven't seen them. My team just put them together, said, "We're giving this away." And I said, "Sure, I don't care. Whatever you want to give away, we'll give away." Oh, we've got a lefty. Landon is a lefty two-hander, leaving the 7-pin, but makes a solid spare. Nice spare, Landon. Get my physics back out. I already saved on the same spot. Cool, because I have the gold card. Oh, no. That was a pretty disgustingly bad shot. I have an iPad Pro, which... Oh, why am I using this ball? I thought I was using a physics. Well, that'll teach me for not looking up at my actual ball. Lennon just got basically a free frame from me there. I'm going to have to really hope that he opens up a little bit, but he has managed to not do that. Okay. That's a little closer to it. I cannot believe that I accidentally picked up a pitch black and then threw it. You know what? I should have realized because it had moved me to the 19th board, which obviously was the last time I'd used my pitch black. I should have realized it. Anyway, Landon making his spares. Now this is where I've really got to... Oh, again, with my terrible finger movements. That's okay. Oh, that's what happened. I just pressed it anywhere. The good news is this is my first one, so I'm okay if Landon, beats me here. I'm okay with that because it's just a warm-up game for me. So I'm not even upset or worried about this particular game. Oh, he's changed balls to phase 2, and he's got the corners out. Well done. Yeah, we're going to skip that one. Okay, so I understand now. So I've been, like I was saying, I've been playing on my iPad Pro, and the screen is far larger than my iPhone. And I was getting pretty good at it. I played it just a little bit while I was like killing time at the hotel on tour or something like that. And I was getting pretty good. I haven't played it on my phone for so long, and you can tell. All right, Landon, just rub it in, bro. Just rub it in. All right, you can have your Easter pack. I'm glad I tried an easy pattern to warm up on. Not my best match. Landon destroyed me. I mean, there were like 3 really good shots in that game. They weren't together, but, there's some hope for me if I can pull them together. All right, well done, Landon. All right, we're going to go play... What are we going to play? Play something a little harder. Let's go. Ooh, Eiffel Tower. Who have we got in the Eiffel Tower? Jerry Bentley says, any new updates coming? There are always updates coming, Jerry. One of the things that I have learned while been in the developing side of a video game is that it's not necessarily the easiest and fastest industry. You need a huge team to get those updates out done really, really quickly. My team, though, is awesome. They work extremely hard, and we are constantly thinking and developing new things for the game. So, yes, there are updates coming, and when they do come out, you guys will be the first to know all about them because I will tell you. All right, good spare. Now, I spare that probably... I would miss that, if I had 10 3/6 10s in real life, I would probably spare it 7 times, maybe 6. I hate that spare. I've really got to find a better way to spare it. But in the game, my success is about 9 out of 10. So, and I use a pitch black in the game every single time. So I'm kind of thinking, for real life, I might just use my pitch black all the time to spare the 3/6 10. Makes sense, right? All right, so that last one went a little high. We're going to go a little further left, give it a little bit more room. That was a pretty good shot. Kyle has started off a little slow, a couple of opens, but if history shows anything, Kyle, I can very easily open multiple frames in a row. Oh, Kyle's had another open, so he's giving me a little bit more of a buffer. Oh, that's a little bit too wide, I think. What the? A 5/8 10? Get out of here. It's probably a little stronger ball. I'm going to spare it. No, I'm not. I'm going to miss them all. Nice attempt. Jace. We're going to ball change. That physics was a little too strong a ball, burning up a little too early. So we're going to use something, it probably gets down the lane a little cleaner, has a little bit more angularity on the back. Something like the ball that he's using right now wouldn't be such a bad idea, the High Road Nano, but I don't think I have it on the ball return. Oh, Kyle's decided this is no good. I'm out of here. Fair enough. I mean, 4 open frames, didn't feel it. Doesn't win the Easter pack. Sorry, I get my win. Leave. Well, I want to play the Eiffel Tower again because I want to finish a game on the Eiffel Tower. All right, I've got Brett, level 38, and I'm going to ball change now. So we can go timeless. Haven't used that for a little while. What are my specs on it first? Get a little bit more angle, apply. A little too long. I need to get that ball rolling a little sooner. I'm going to try and spare this. Or do I take the count? It's early in the game. I'm going to go for it. Use my 11 major spare ball here. Oh, that was a terrible attempt, but I will take one. Let's see. Brandon Paulson says, big fan. Shout me out. He's from New Jersey. G'day, Brandon. How are you? Tyler Demeter says, what game is this called? Tyler, sorry. This is called Bowling by Jason Belmonte. It is in the App Store. It is everywhere. So don't be afraid to download it and you might be able to play against me. All right, so I'm going to get this a little less axis rotation. I'm going to try this again. Maybe it'll roll a little sooner. Oh, don't you even think about it. So there's a little tip for you guys when you're bowling in real life. If you feel like your ball is rolling a little too late, little too skid flippy, one of the things you can do is change your axis of rotation, which is going to give you, especially if you put a little bit more forward roll on the ball, creating a little more forward roll gets the ball to start up just that pinch sooner. It doesn't go as long. And in this particular case, it worked a treat. Now it's repeating, which that was a terrible attempt. Go Brooklyn. All right, I'll take a 5-pin. So yeah, you get the ball rolling a little sooner. Generally speaking, unless you are bowling on an extremely dry, burnt up oil pattern, controlling the pocket, getting the ball to roll more end over end is more conducive to high scoring, generally. There are very few players that I've seen that have a very natural side rolling rotation that produce extremely high scores all the time. I would say one guy that can do it, Pete Weber. He has a very natural higher axis of rotation, but he's an outlier, to be honest. So, yeah, need your ball to go a little sooner, get it to roll a little sooner, just create a little bit more forward roll on the ball. Brett's in a little bit of trouble here. Uh-oh, Brett, another open frame. Oh, no, that's way, way, way right. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm not bowling on a house shot right here, so that's not going to do me so well. Now I need to get at least a good count. Oh, how about a spare? Boom! Cut that spare in half. Thank you very much. Sorry, Brett. Doing my best to not give you an Easter pack. It's not very Eastery of me, is it? But I don't care because I like to win. Although we've got another ball change from Brett. And he has gone high flush. So now I need to get back. That's a better shot. Oh, ring 10. Okay, now I haven't sped a 10-pin in a little while, so I'm a little bit nervous about this. And that's not good. Not good. I don't think I go that far right, like with my finger. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you've just joined in or not, but I play on I think I have it right here. I play on a big iPad Pro now, and it's a lot easier, to be honest. So I've got to get back to practicing on my phone a little bit for these live streams. Now you're probably, oh geez, that's another terrible shot. And now you're probably asking, well, why don't you, Jason, play on your iPad Pro while you're playing with us? Well, you know what? That is a really good question. And I would, except my computer, hold. All right. My computer does not have a USB-C plug. So I have to get an adapter to go from USB-C to USB, and then I could. Now, I was supposed to have done that already. However, since I've been home, I haven't really thought about doing anything except playing around with my kids, enjoying my time at home, and it kind of slipped my mind. So here I am playing on a phone. Meanwhile, Brett has remarkably found a double and is now in the lead. There's only a few frames left. I need to put a bit of pressure on him. Actually, I need Brett to not strike right now. That's what I need. Okay. Ooh, the 247. Not an easy spare. And I believe he's missed it. Oh, that's actually pretty unlucky. All right, come on, Jace. Just one good roll here. Put copious amounts of pressure on Brett. That looks pretty good. Boom, with the double. Sets up the 10th frame nicely. Gives me a bit of a cushion. Now Brett really needs the strike. I haven't been very clutch in the game, ever. So typically if you have a chance to win, stepping up into the... Sorry, if I have a chance to like shut them out, typically I miss. So Brett still has a chance here because I have been known to bowl some pretty atrocious frames, but go back to my pre-shot routine. Just one good shot, close out the game. I like it. Clutch. And look at this. I've got this ball just rolling so nicely into the pocket. Sorry, Brett. Look at that finish. That is a world-class finish, if I don't say so myself. Meanwhile, Brett will have to just finish out the game knowing he got me at a bad time. I mean, oh, I've been disconnected. Wasn't that a rule about being disconnected? I think it was. Now, I remember the last time this happened, my team, which are constantly in conversation with me while I'm playing, have told me that sometimes if it doesn't come back, I have to get out of the game and back in. But it appears we're good to go again. All right, so let's go into the invisible oil pattern room. Sure, why not? I'll let people just have a second here. So I'm going to play the invisible oil pattern room in a minute, but I'm going to answer some of your questions. Walter Sigana says, when will you make your way to Alaska? That is a really good question. I've never been to Alaska, and from everything that I've read, seen, and heard, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. So I would love to eventually get down there or up there. We're going to get up there. But there's really no other reason for me to go other than a holiday. So it's hard to take the family away. And Alaska's a pretty far place. So we have to find like a big tournament or create a big tournament up there to give me another reason to go. Alan Roberts says, thanks for the free spare ball, Jason, and congrats on your 11th major. You're welcome. For those that are wondering what he's talking about, Inside Bowling by Jason Belmonte, we decided that after I won the 11th major championship, we might just offer a gift to a few people. Well, to everyone. So if you had an account linked with your Facebook account, we sent you a spare ball, and you would have seen it, but I'll find it for you here. Arsenal, there it is. The 11 majors spare ball. So you should have that in your account. If you don't, we can rectify that. But I'm pretty sure now everybody should have it. All right, so I'm going to go into the pro room and no, invisible room. That's what I said. The invisible oil pattern room. All right, Benjamin. It's that's an interesting profile picture you have there, Benjamin. You in it appears to be some kind of animal suit. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready, internet game. I'll let you think about it for a second, and I'll answer some more questions. Yvette Green, please shout out to my son Jordan Green. He is 5, nearly 6, and earlier this year won the South Queensland Restricted Masters. Not one other in the field was less than double his age. Wow. Congratulations, Jordan. That is awesome. At nearly 6, to be beating people double your age to win the Restricted Masters here in South Queensland. That is so, so cool. Congratulations. All right, I think I'm going to have to restart the game, which is a bit annoying, but that's kind of the breaks that you get when you're trying to stream things. So now, no network. Is that my problem? Because I have no network. Could be a reason. One of the things Australia really needs to do better on is the Wi-Fi connection. So my little streaming program here tells me how quick my internet speed is. Right now, I'm reading it. I am my video bitrate, which I'm guessing is my speed, right? Is 2.4 megabits per second, which, for those that know anything about speeds, is basically a turtle these days. Although I do remember it. I mean, there will be some people in the chat that will remember when the internet first came out, and we're talking kilobytes, not megabytes. Well, I don't know why I can't get on. I wonder if there's something wrong with my Wi-Fi. But you guys are hearing me, okay? Right? Like, I'm still connected to the internet. Jonathan Freeman, Jace broke his own game. I think I did. I'll try it one more time. Otherwise, I might have to reboot my phone. Tip, you progress in the one-on-one mode only, never in practice. Oh, well, there you go. All right, so that didn't work. Let's try it a different way. All right. Start it up again. Fingers crossed this time. Now it's taking a while to load. You know, I don't think I've ever done a stream without some kind of technical issue. I wish I was more clever with tech. I wish I knew more about it so I could understand how to fix it better. Matt Creighton says there are too many people on the game at once crashing the servers. Really? I didn't think there was that many people playing. Hang on, I've got messages here from my team. Hold on a second. I'm gonna work this out. Oh, hang on, we're back. Apparently, clicked you back in. Play now. Invisible room. Looks like it's working. Looks like we're back on. All right, we're back in. All right, we're back in. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. This is perfect. Oh, I didn't see him bowl. Okay, here we go. So he's using a pitch black. There's a little oh, he sent a ridiculous messenger there that missed. I think this guy knows how to bowl in the game. But that didn't really give me a good read on what his pattern is. So I'll just copy what I did before and see what happens. Okay, well, that hooked early. It looked hard. That looked pretty difficult, to be honest. That did not look like it was going. Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, so that looks pretty flat because the way that you can tell based on when it got to the end of the oil pattern how aggressive it was off the end of the oil pattern. So you know that it hasn't got a long buffer. It doesn't look blended. It looks pretty brutal. So he's playing with his pitch black. Oh, pocket 7-10. Yep. So I could probably go back to a stronger ball. Something like a physics could work here. Get something that's, oh, even that's still pretty aggressive. I might change my hand position on that ball. Not just yet, though. So when you see your ball go sideways like it did just then, because of the difficulty of the oil pattern, the freshness of the back end, typically, I keep saying it, but it's really the adjustment that you need to make. It's generally better to have less side rotation. Although that pitch black looks really good from out there. I could try and copy that. Yeah, let's copy that. Oh, it's just a little bit off. Now I'm going to make the spare, which is no gimme. Hook a little. Oh, hook a little less. Hook a little less. Chops the bucket. All right, let's see exactly where his ball is going through the arrows. And we're going to try and manipulate it. Oh no, he's got a double. This is no good for me because I'm still adjusting. Well, he's playing him pretty far to the right. I guess his ball speed is just a pinch slower as well. We're going to try this one more time out here with pitch black. Oh, that's way too far to the right. Oh, hang on a second. Hooked off the gutter. Ooh, it hooked off the gutter. Gautier Tan, you may have a game on your hands. You can see with the line is like right on the gutter. I thought it was in the gutter, to be honest. The thing that worries me is what if I don't, well, worries me that I'm going to have to try and play that pretty close to the gutter, but it could go in. But what happens if I get it going up the lane just a little more? Oh, he's let me back in the door with an open frame. I'm very scared to throw it that far right again. I'm going to move just a little left off of that. And then I'm going to try, oh, not that far left. Oh, boom. Take the lucky breaks when they come. Can't give them back. Looks the same on the scoreboard. I tell him, love it. You know, it's funny, in real bowling, when you get a Brooklyn like that, it's, you know, obviously to a degree unsportsmanlike conduct to, you know, sing a song and do a little dance when you make a Brooklyn strike, especially for a double. But somehow I feel like in the game it's well warranted. Oh, that's going to go high. High flush on the Brooklyn side again. Not gonna move, going to continue to throw Brooklyns and upset him. 10 down, doesn't matter how, only matters how many. And I bet you this one's like a perfect pocket strike just to like show me how to properly do it. It's like, here you go, Belmo. Whoa! Sending pins flying everywhere, alright. 10 down, he's talking trash back to me, I love it. So let's go 12. And maybe this is high flush. Ooh, boom, found my line. Yeah, I'm feeling very good. Got a couple of breaks. Okay, so a few people say, Rick Lorenzo says, it's not your internet, Belmo, it's the game. A few people are saying, yeah, mine works. Maybe it's the servers on your end. A couple of people have said mine crashed too. Now I'm back. Can I please have a signed picture? Brandon? No, not right now. I'm kind of in the middle of beating Gautier with my pitch black. Get another Brooklyn. Why not? Why not? Oh, come on. That's just unlucky. That is, I deserve that after all my other. Oh, jeez, that was an atrocious attempt. Too busy thinking about my unlucky temp in Brooklyn. There should have been a strike. I mean, considering the last two were not nearly as good Brooklyn hits, and they struck. All right, looks like I'm just going to have to stay clean here. Maybe not even if Gautier doesn't strike. Oh, that could chop it. Oh, too much side rotation, bro, in your spare ball. Hook off the gutter. Let's see. Oh, man. I still needed a mark. Just shut him out. Still need a mark to win. Oh, he has to double. No, I don't think he's going to double. He might get the first one. Getting nervous waiting. 6 split. Game over. I can't, unless he's gone to a match up. That's a pretty ballsy move. Heading into the 10th, and he's not happy. Throws his spare ball in the gutter. I'm just going to bowl this fella down the middle because I've won. Sorry, Gautier, and no Easter pack for you. Oh, that's pretty unlucky to get 2 out of that. 166 beats 145. As you can see, you don't need to bowl very high games to beat me. But you just got to bowl 1 pin higher, and I am somehow managing to do that okay for a couple of my matches. All right, let's go. I'm going to play the Sphinx oil pattern in a minute. But before I do, I'm going to read some more questions. Charles Carpenter says, Jason, I've decided to give two-handed a try, and it is actually working out pretty. Only been doing it for about 3 weeks, maybe 4, and I'm also picking up my spares that way as well. That's awesome to hear, Charles. I mean, the way that my philosophy in bowling is, I don't care how you bowl. Play within the written rules and enjoy it and play often. That's my philosophy. So, good for you. Happy to hear that. Good to hear that. Good to hear that you're enjoying bowling whichever way you want. Amanda Duncan asked, what's the preferred axis tilt and rotation for the balls in the game? Well, let's have a look at some of the balls that I have on my rack. So, pitch black setup. I have my pitch black set up at 10 degrees axis tilt, 600 RPMs, and 40 degrees of axis rotation. Why, you might ask? Well, because I feel like with this particular ball, it picks up early enough to still have good control, but there's still enough angle down the lane that when it gets to the pocket, it's going to drive through the pins as well as possible to get a strike. So usually with urethane as well, the ball doesn't create a lot of angle. So you want to give it a little bit more axis rotation to generate just a little bit more angle through the pins. But you got to remember, if you give it too much axis rotation, then the ball won't hook early enough and it'll just slide down there and you won't get a really good angle of entry into the pocket. So, let me get back to my arsenal. Let's see my phase 2 setup. So it has a 10 degrees and 45. I reckon we can actually probably decrease that a little bit if I'm going to use it. We'll go to 35. It'll be more controlled. Apply. Let's see. What did I have the timeless at? Timeless is a little bit more and a little bit of change of axis tilt. I don't know why I've changed axis tilt. Maybe because I want this to have a little bit more axis tilt. We can change it or not. Oh man, I keep pressing the wrong button. Pro Shop, balls, Arsenal. Physics, what have we got it at? 48 degrees. So remember when I was using it earlier and it was losing a little bit of its gusto down lane? Well, you can increase your axis rotation to give it a little bit more length and then create a little bit more angle. It does make it a little bit less controllable. So if we're going to use it, it'll be on something, I would guess, a little bit easier. So we'll play now. We'll go back to, what did I say? We're playing Sphinx. Come back to Sphinx. Hit it. Sphinx is an oil pattern that is not easy. Wesley Boyd is going to have to bowl a good game. But so where is my physics? We can throw my physics now and see if it's got, well, you can see it's got a lot more side rotation, but you can see how much more angularity it created down the lane, which would be, oh, Chase, I wasn't even paying attention, which would be fine if the pattern was a little bit more blended, where you had a little bit more hold and you could create a little bit more room down lane. But on the Sphinx, I don't think I'm going to use it. I feel like that's going to be very difficult to repeat, or even to, consistently get to the pocket, let alone, repeating close. The way that you try to bowl is you don't want to feel like you have to be perfect. You want to feel like you have a little room left and right. So with a ball with that kind of axis rotation, I'm not entirely confident that I would be able to repeat that and consistently get a little extra help down the lane. Now this ball has a little less axis of rotation, so we'll move a little further right. I'll probably move a little too far right. I'm going to use my pitch black to spare because clearly my 11 major ball is terrible. And so is that one. Wesley Boyd, you've got me at a bad time. I'm not really well adjusted to this Sphinx oil pattern just yet. But just wait. Once I figure it out, I'll come back and give you a match. Jake Groover says, is Storm going to sell your spare ball again? That is a really good question. I do know that it is one of the most asked questions at Storm is, will we bring out the spare ball again? And I don't have an answer for you at this very moment. My hope is, yes, we will bring it out, but when, I don't know. I have a couple left of them myself. I've stashed a few of them away over the years. I've managed to find them, and I've stashed a few of them away. Ironically, Portland, Maine, my last stop of the tour season so far, I was practicing. The ball went into the gutter, and when the ball came back, it was... how do you put it politely? It was chunks were taken out, like massive, like 3 massive chunks. One of them was actually very, very, very close to the track. And every time I would bowl, it would go into the pin deck. Every time I'd look at it, it would appear the chunk got just that little bit bigger. Just that little bit bigger. So I ended up signing that one, and I gave it to my ball rep, Jim Callahan, who has been just so awesome to me on tour. And he asked if he could have it, and I said, yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to do much with a broken spare ball, so yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. So he's kept it. Don't know what he's done with it, but you're welcome, Jimmy. Thank you for all your help. Meanwhile, here on the Sphinx oil pattern, Wesley is looking to... Oh, good spare. That's a lot of forward rotation, by the way, if you happen to notice how much forward rotation he had on that. We're going to change balls. We're going to go with... We'll go with the timeless. Oh, that's going to go high. You can automatically just tell just by looking at it. Oh man, I am atrocious at spare shooting in the game. Atrocious. So far, my 11 major spare ball sucks. Because I'm going to blame the ball. It's not my fault. It's the ball's fault. Jonathan Freeman asks, what is the coolest place you have ever been to? For bowling, I really, really, really love my time in Sweden. I really love it. The bowling fans there are extremely knowledgeable about the game. They are extremely respectful of the professionals that turn up, and it's a really beautiful country. It's a really beautiful country. And what am I talking about? Oh, coolest places I've been to. Sorry, I'm just frying out a little bit. Other than that, I love Japan, which I'm actually going to in what's today's date? Today's the 20th of April here, so in 5 days, I will be going to Japan to compete in the PBA Tours Japan Cup. Wish me luck. And that place is one of my favorite places as well. The food, the culture, the people, really, really awesome. All right, let's see if I can actually do this a little better this time. That's a little better. It's about just taking your time, Jace. Like, you don't need to rush through. Wesley will wait. You have a shot clock. You've got time. You know what I'm going to do next frame? I'm going to try and ice him. Especially if he gets a strike here. No strikes. No strikes. Wesley, no strikes. No strikes, Wesley. Okay, 9. No spares. No spares, Wesley. No spares. Oh, it's a 5-pin. You can't miss that. Surely you can't miss a 5-pin. No, you didn't. So now I'm going to ice him. And what I mean by icing him is I'm going to set up. I need a ball that's more controllable. I'm going to use phase 2 and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait him out. Just wait until it gets into that little red zone of the time. Yeah. Nice shot. Made him wait a little longer. He's probably thinking to himself, hey, what's taking him so long? Meanwhile, I have a game plan. It's kind of like my re-rack. I'll re-rack one more time in the 9th. You should be able to re-rack. I mean, I know the pins are on spot perfectly every frame, but I think it'd be kind of cool just to see the re-rack happen. Ah, see? It worked! 4. Haha. Wesley Boyd succumbs to the re-rack, the icing. Oh, he almost made it. Let's do it again, shall we? Let's ice him up, get my phase 2 back out. Just ice him right up. He's probably thinking to himself, man, why is he taking so long? Should have played his shot already. Wait till the red zone pops in and get lucky with a Brooklyn. Yes. Wesley's losing his mind right about now. We'll see if he handled the icing again. Although I don't have I don't have a re-rack again, so I can't do it to him in the 10th. But my plan works. He's going to miss this one too. All right, 9. I'll take a 9. Oh, an open frame. All right, clutch time. It was a lucky shot there in the 9th. Need to give it a little room. Just like that. Hold. Oh, I hooked way, way too much. I thought that was a good shot. Okay. I have not enjoyed my spare ball today, so I'm going to really focus. That's a good spare, Jace. That's a good spare. That's super slow. 16.2 miles an hour. Alright, so I've forced him to mark. Maybe I should just get Brooklyn again. Alright, left a 5-pin. Alright. All right, 149. Wesley, this is no gimme. You need 16 pins in the 10th. Playing on Sphinx, pretty difficult oil pattern. You've opened a few times. Let's see what happens here. What will Wesley do? Will he get the Easter pack or will he not? 9. All right, if it's a corner pin, I might have a chance. It's a 10 pin. Okay. Ah, he missed it, Wesley. Cracked under the pressure. Ah, Wesley. Don't worry, we've all been there. Not your fault. We've all been there, Wesley. All right, I'm going to answer a couple more questions and then I will call it a day. I've had fun. That was an entertaining game, to say the least. Let's see. Kevin Dell says, Jason, how's the finger? Has it made a full recovery? It has. I don't really want to show you. Maybe I can. I'm going to get a picture here. So that was the finger. Can you see? Oh, what am I doing? This way. That's better. So you can see that it's healed up quite nice. But the thing was, it wasn't really the cut that was the issue. It was the bruising on both sides of the finger. It was heavily bruised and swollen, which meant that I couldn't bend my finger, so I couldn't put my finger in the ball. People were saying, why don't you get bigger grips, open the hole up? Yeah, that was all fine. Fitting the finger into the hole wasn't the issue. It was, once it was in the hole, how could I bend it? And I couldn't. So that was a disaster. But about a week and a half it took to be able to bend it. I played the playoffs at about maybe 75% strength on the PBA Tour. Like it hurt every single time that I bowled, but I could use it. But I, it was no excuse because I told myself if you're going to use it, then you can't use it as an excuse. So suck it up. But now another couple of weeks has gone by, another week and a bit has gone by, or not even a week, and yeah, back to 100%. Bowled my father-son. It wasn't father-son. It was a doubles tournament with my son Hugo yesterday, and no pain whatsoever. So that's good news. All right, so last game. No, I'm not going to play red square. Look at my win ratio on win square. 0 of 9. Why don't I play it that often? We'll play something a little easier. We'll go Statue of Liberty, starting... Nope, I just got booted again. Come back, game, come back! I got one more match to play. All right, well, maybe while that's loading, I can read to you guys. Let's go back. No, it's back. Sorry, I'm playing. What was I playing? Statue of Liberty? Yeah. All right, Logan. Hofmeister. Statue of Liberty. I actually think we can create a little bit more axis rotation because this is a slightly easier oil pattern. I can get a little further left. I can swing it a little further right. Oh, a little too much. That's all right. Gives me something to work with. Should be able to spare this quite comfortably, which I do. So I was just a little too far left. I'll move a little further right, and I think we should be good to go with that. Meanwhile, I'm going to open up my leaderboard page of win streak for those that... Wow. I'm just looking at the leaderboard, and there's some ridiculous win streaks here, which I'll tell you about in a second. Meanwhile, I'm playing a lefty, Logan. Oh, I can't remember where I stood. I'll try here. All right, good guess. Wow, I mean, what would you consider to be a lot? Like, what would be a if you in the game? What is like a someone said, "Oh, I have this many wins in a row." What would you consider that number to be as a lot? And I'll tell you in a second what the leader has. It's crazy. I think it's crazy. Logan with a double? Come on, Logan. Relax. Relax, bro. Oh, hook a lot. Yes. Yes, with the lucky break. Replay, please. Oh, that is usually a split every other day of the week, and I'm going to tell him, right on. What you got, Logan? What you got? Do I need to ice you too? I think I need to get ready for a re-rack. No, don't need it. He's left himself an 8. Oh, he's throwing that one away, right? Left himself the same spare, well, the opposite, but the same for him as it is for me, as I did in the first frame. And he comfortably makes the spare. Well done. Well, I got lucky the last time. I didn't get so lucky this time. Now I need to make it. This is not going to be easy. Do I take the count? I'm going to try and make it. I guess I took the count in the end. I actually thought that was going to hook more than it did. Okay, let's see what you guys think is a lot. 50 win streak, 160, Justin says. Justin Sources says 160. That would be ridiculous. Carl Rosk says 40. I thought like in the high 30s would be a pretty big run. Andrew Ray says 1,000. Yeah, that would be, pretty ridiculous. But I'll tell you what it is. Another open frame gives me a chance. That should strike. And it does. I throw the messenger across. All right. So the leader in the win streak is 54. 54 wins, consecutive wins in a row. The winning streak of 54. I'll tell you who that was in a minute. To break into the top 10, you had to get at least 24 wins, which is still a lot. 24 is still a lot. Oh, hook a lot, ball. Hook a lot. No, not that again. Man, I'm just not finding that extra room down lane, am I? I'll take the count. So there you go. 54 for the win. 24 to break into the top 10. And once I'm done defeating Logan here, although right now it's not looking so great, but he's changed ball. Oh, Reen 7 Messenger nearly gets it. Oh, and he's missed it. It's a 2-pin game. Oh, he's just missed it. Just. Alright, we're in a 2-pin game here. What did I leave? Alright. I was a little light, so we'll move a little right. And now I've gone high. Crap! I need to throw this one fast. That's missed everything. Nice count. Nice count. I need to change my parameters on my spare ball. Again, it's the ball's fault. It's supposed to hook from there. Maybe I don't have enough side rotation. Logan, are you gonna give me another chance here? Alright, 9. Still using the IQ tour, yep, still hooking the whole lane. Another 7-pin. Does he get it this time? Blast. Yeah, I like the way that your spare ball looks too. I'm going to change mine real quick. So we'll apply. Not that I'm going to use it, because I'm going to get a strike here. Just like that. Yep. 6-pin does its job on the 10-pin. That was pretty cool. Let's watch that again. Yep, just like in real life. Off the wall. Carries a 10 perfectly. 10 down. Just in case you didn't see it. So I'll let him know. Ooh, 5 count. Ooh, that'll be a washout. Ooh, it was. It was a washout. Makeable though. Very makeable. Very makeable. Not this time though for Logan. Not so. Oh, so close though. Bad luck, Logs. I'm just going to destroy you now. Oh no, I'm not. Oh yes, I am. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I thought I was going to hook, and then I. You need a drink, Logan. Get them both. Oh man, I lost a count. Not good. Heading into the 10th. I need to say something bad. I need to focus. So I've got a good line with my face too. I'm just not executing. So I'm going to execute this. Meanwhile, Logan's found he's changed ball again, gone back to the phase 2. That looked a little better. I'm going to ice him. Going to ice you now. Big fella. Going to wait till he gets to that red bit. Probably wondering, hey, why isn't he bowling? What's going on? Is he disconnected? Nope. Just icing you. Oh, get lucky. Not lucky enough. My finger's stuck. I really need this. I really... Well done, Logan. Happy for you, buddy. Get your Easter pack. I hate losing at anything. I really do. Alright, so... Now that I'm done with that. Now that Logan has just beat me, I'm going to read out the top 10 names in the win streak challenge. So in number 1, with 54 wins, we have... no, I'm not going to know how to pronounce all of these names because some of these names are a little up there. But we've got Arlen Drogoriano. Yep, that's about... I think that's exactly how they pronounce it too. Drogoriano. With 54 wins. That's awesome. Congratulations, mate. In second place with 47 wins consecutively, we have Javon Lee. Well done. We have with 36, Bo Brunig. In fourth with 33, we have I don't know Cantonese characters, so I can't help you say your name. I'm sorry, but congratulations. In fifth with 32, we have Bud Sicard. He's equaled with Rob McKenna. We have in seventh with 31, Corentin Rohu with 31. In eighth, we have Walter Luke Sigana. I was chatting to Walter earlier in the chat box. Congratulations, Walter. You had 27 consecutive wins. In ninth, we have Connor Partland, 27 also. And rounding out the top 10 with 24 wins, we have Enzo Burden. Congratulations, guys. You are all going to receive an Easter pack. Plus the guys that beat me today will also get an Easter pack. Happy Easter, everybody. I hope you have an enjoyable holiday period with your friends and your family. And look, if you don't celebrate it, I mean, eat some chocolate. It's okay. You're allowed to eat a little chocolate. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. So, peace. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, everyone. I'm out of here. All right?